Shalom, shalom. I want to start out by saying, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. I want to say shalom and double honor to the elders, Apostle GMS. I want to say shalom to the brothers GMS, because those that want to follow after this truth and give wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from. I want to say shalom to the elect in one third, because this is why we do the work of Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, wholeheartedly. Giving, preaching the truth and nothing but the truth. Brother Shalom back again with another video, and going into this topic is, basically just it starts off with you. When you preaching the words of the Lord or coming into the truth and things like that, it starts off with you. You can't try to, teach others or help others achieve that goal of salvation, and coming back into the fold and coming back into being Israelite and who we are as a people. You can't teach one that if you not even a full believer in yourself, or you not fully doing the things that you're supposed to do in yourself. People get mixed up and think that we're talking about, oh, you need to make videos, and nah, man, it's about, if you got a camp near you, try to make it to that camp. Watch more videos, things like that. Don't just pick up on the words that people tell you, and listen to the words that only people are saying to you, and then you just go off of that and then try to teach others, or basically try to tell someone else about it, because then you don't even fully believe what you're saying, or they might hit you with some questions that you don't even have the answers to, and then you just make the truth look bad, or you just or that just you losing faith on your own, because you're just like, well, I didn't know that. So then he can see that you didn't know that, and that demon can be like, oh, well, I'm going to say this, say that, and throw your whole faith off. So that's why, man, you got to apply it on your own behind the closed doors, man. You got to watch the videos, or do, or go to camp, things like that, or study your scriptures, man, because then you see for yourself and look at the times that we in this world, and you can see for yourself that this scripture is talking about this, or the scriptures are a living book, things like that, man. Because you do have a lot of people out here that don't really know too much, but still try to teach others, or only take that little bit of information they have and just think that they're good with that. Like, no, man, like, it's better to edify yourself, because why? It builds more faith. It builds your spirit up more, because then you have people out here that think they know the name of the Lord and think they're safe, and they'll still go out there and smoke and eat abominations like pork, crabs, and lobsters and all that, but be like, oh, I still know the name of the Lord, so I'm good. Like, no, man, it's just, it don't work like that, because then that means your faith is not there. Your faith is done away with. You don't have faith to begin with. So that's why in the New Testament it's about faith, because that's what the laws was about too. The laws was about faith. The law was, it could never be established if you didn't have faith. So that's why the only way we can be saved is by our faith, and what our faith is shown through our works, or through our love for the Lord, is by what? Keep going out and edifying ourselves, and showing that how close we want to get back with the Lord, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. This is Romans chapter 14 verse 5. It says, one man estimate one day above another, estimate another day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. Exactly. If you're not fully persuaded in your own mind in what's being told to you and things like that, you can't pick that up and try to go edify others, or throughout your day try to build your faith up, because you're not even fully persuaded. You're not even doing things to fully persuade yourself, to really look into it and see, like, what, this what persuaded me to come to the truth. My thing was what persuaded me to come to the truth, and what brought me back to the Lord, what made my spirit click, is when I was going through, like, old notebooks from high school, and I seen the brother's number, and And the whole event just felt spiritual. So I seen the brother's number, and as soon as I seen it, I called him, you know, and we linked up, man. This is a brother that lived in Woodbridge. I was in Fredericksburg at the time, and he came down, man. We linked up, we wrapped it up, things like that, man. The brothers, even brought me scriptures, the Apocrypha and things like that, and still the ones that I'm using to this day, which is like 4 or 5 years ago. Still use it to this day, and ever since then, that's what clicked it for me. And I just been going hard ever since. Like, it just felt like it was just something that I've been needing to do. Like, it was my calling. Like, this is, I found, how everybody be like, oh, I'm still looking for who I am, and did it. Man, this is know that who we are, who we supposed to be. Y'all people, the problem with Jake is they are trying to find who they are and things like that. They're not even persuaded in their mind of who they are as a human being. So those be the same people that still try to tell people things and things like that. How are you not even persuaded in your own mind of who you are, but you can go out here and tell other people certain things? Don't work like that, man. But that's what made me persuade in my mind. I'm a Hebrew Israelite, and this we are as a people. Because when I really started going to prophecy and things like that, I started seeing matching up and seeing that we are the people of the Lord, and that's when I became persuaded. This is Romans chapter 10, verse 10. It says, for with the heart of man believing unto righteousness, and with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. Exactly. So if your heart believeth unto this and unto this righteousness and unto this word, salvation is the only thing that's going to come out your mouth. When you around your family and things like that, you really don't have a lot to talk about when it comes to worldly things, because it's something that you're not part of anymore. It's not something that you could talk about a lot too much, because it's just, I'm just not involved in that too much. Like, it's just something I just don't do. So it's just like, I really can't give you the best info, the best advice, the best things about, this kind of topic. Because it's just something I just don't do, So, but when it comes to this truth and to this righteousness, I can give you top-notch info, man. I can give you everything from left to right, to top to bottom, man. It's just because why? It's just salvation is just all I know now. That just comes out of my mouth, That's it. It's just salvation. That's what that's what we about now, is to seek salvation, man. You got Jake that want to stay in this hell, man. You want to persuade yourself this is home, but you steady getting beat down day in and day out. This is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is, and that he is the rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Exactly. So you can't go out here and be saying the name of the Lord and his son, and you truly don't believe that he's the Savior. You truly don't even know who your enemy is, or what you're going up against, or what the times that you're in. Because that means that you really just not seeking the Lord. You're not seeking for his salvation out of this. You okay with what's going on. You don't really mind it too much. You feel me? Like you see all the bad things in the hell and how this place is hell, but it just you really just don't pay attention to it. You just kind of accustomed to it, just go along with it. Nah, man, you're supposed to be going against the grain, against the tides of this wickedness. That's why you're supposed to come unto the Lord. Because you got to see, man, our people can't be at the bottom forever. We can't be the shit of the earth forever. So that's why, how can you not go out and seek the Lord and say that he is the rewarder? He's the one that's going to reward us righteousness and salvation. It got to start with you inwardly. If you're not right inward, then you're not going to be saying the right things outward, or the things that you say, you're not even fully persuaded in your own mind. That's why a lot of people, they struggle to get to camp or bullshit on it, because they're not fully persuaded. It's about persuading yourself. It's about gathering information enough to persuade you, like, I need to get to camp. That's how it was for me. When I was getting in this truth, that's all I kept saying was, man, I need to get to camp. When I was in this truth, I was like, man, I just know I need to get to them brothers. That was it. Because that's all it's about. And once I did, my spirit grown, and it's growing to this day. It's growing. That's what it is. You know? That's why people struggle to really make that leap, because they can't persuade themselves to go do it. You know? To make that jump, because they really just don't believe it themselves. You know? It's about, man, when we out there in that front line and out there in them streets, man, and on the corner preaching, we not preaching for everybody to hear and all that. Nah, man, we preaching for the elect. We preaching for the ones that are going to hear. And it might not even be the one that walked down the street. It could be the one that just linked in on the live. You know? Is two new brothers that just came into camp. And one of them is older jit. But it just shows you, man, that it's about persuading yourself. And that's when you put on that garment, I mean, you fully persuaded, and you know that, man, our power is the rewarder. He's the one that's going to reward us to salvation. That's what it's about. You will start seeing things go better for you. You know, when you first start coming in the truth, yeah, things are going good, man. It shows you how great it is to be a man of the Lord. And then it shows you how tough it is in its time. But then you just remember your reward for doing it. Why we do it. You know? Nobody has a mission, man. Nobody have a mission. But these people don't have no goals or no mission for themselves, really, man. They're setting their goals and their life into a place that's on the downfall. This place is on the downfall in all kinds of direction. But they laugh at us. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 41 verse 16. Therefore be shamefaced according to my word, for it is not good to retain all shamefacedness, neither it is altogether approved in everything. Exactly. We're not looking for your approval. We're not looking for good speech. We looking for people to look at us cross-eyed, sideways, mean mugging. That's what this is about. Because I mean, we doing something right. Them demons, they get amped up when they get around us because we doing something right. We doing something righteousness. And they don't like that, man. They don't like that we doing something righteous. It pisses them off. But that's why we keep doing it. Because we know we doing good in the eyes of the Lord. So that's why the Lord said, yeah, prepare to be shameless. Prepare to get shamefaced for my word. Then the prophets got stones thrown at them, all that, man. That's fine. That's cool. But I'm going to be rewarded in the heavens. You know? when our kingdom come on earth, I'm going to be rewarded. I'm going to be a high level ranking Israelite. That's what we aiming for. You know? It's going to be levels in the kingdom, man. Just like how it's levels on earth. It's no new thing on earth, man. It's levels in the kingdom. It's going to be levels. Them certain jakes, them 2/3, they're not going to be on the same level as the elect. Or 1/3. But everybody's going to have their money. They're all going to be flourishing, wealthy. But it's just going to be different levels of things, man. Because these are the ones that died for this. These are the ones that got ridiculed for this word. And that's what it's about. You know? This is I'm going to go to Matthew's. This is Matthew chapter 9 verse 37. It says, then he saith unto his disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. Exactly. And that's what it's about, man. Yeah, we know that we know that the labor is going to be few. It's plenty of work. It's plenty of work, you know, pointing out the truth and things like that. But we know that the labor is going to be few because of you, Jake, is not ready to get ridiculed for his word. Y'all can't persuade it in your mind until something terrible happens. Until them lockdowns become more strenuous. Until martial laws start coming out. Then that's when, I need to get serious. It's going to be too late by then because brothers not going to be out prophesying. You're not going to be able to see videos because they're going to lock that internet down. You see all the restrictions they doing now. These internet is not easy to use like it was anymore, man. Can't just be saying all kinds of things.